Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. The ship Showdown 2955 has officially begun. We are going to be talking all about that event and the changes and sort of rules this year that's going on with it. There's a little bit of drama as well because, well, I'll give you a little spoiler, the Idris is not eligible and only found out literally a few moments ago before I actually recorded this video. So we'll talk about that because CIT are doing some interesting marketing here and there's some cool categories of ships and I just sort of want to talk about it. So yeah, Ship Showdown 2955 has officially begun and the verse is locked and loaded for the fiercest clash yet in the battle of aerospace supremacy. It's not just aerospace supremacy, it's also on the ground. Phase 1 is the community call. That's the phase that's going on now and will continue to go on until the 12th of August. It's sort of like the social media phase, the posting phase, where everyone can get involved and post whatever they want about their favourite ship or vehicle, and bam, it's got a chance to make it to the top. This is all flyable or drivable vehicles. They have to be flyable or drivable in-game to be eligible. Phase 2, that's the live showdown. This is the 1v1 voting stage. This starts on the 18th of August and goes on to the 2nd of September, and on the 2nd of September, the winner is crowned. So, last year, the F-8C Lightning blitzed to victory through a fierce gauntlet of competitors, but the C-1 Spirit, Terrapin, and Reclaimer also claimed their moment in the sun, each earning Best in Show honours and making clear how deeply you, the community, hold them in your heart. As we kick off this year's event, we're honouring these beloved champions by making them available for the next 48 hours until the 31st of July at 8 PM UTC. So, yeah, you can try these ships out for free in game. I think everyone's got access to them. I did jump in game to see if that was the case. I already have all of those ships on my account. So it was like, are these the ones I normally have? Or are these ones that were given to me for free? Now the arena is set for a new battle. The question remains, will Lightning strike twice or will a fresh contender rise to claim the title? So yeah, the Ship Showdown is a month-long event to crown the most beloved flyable or drivable vehicle in the verse. There are epic ships to win, a free fly featuring the Elite 8, which will start the 26th of August. Basically, you have 16 ships from the community call going through to the main event, the live showdown. That'll get whittled down to 8 by the 26th of August. Also, for the final 4 ships, they make Best in Show paints and a set of manufacturer-themed posters. These normally turn up and are given to backers that own those ships and vehicles during the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November. Also, there's a special Champions Prize for this year's Ultimate Victor. So, you hold the power to decide the outcome, starting right now, Phase 1 of the Ship Showdown. So yeah, more about Phase 1. The clash commences. Phase 1 is your battlefield. Fight for your favourite flyable or drivable ship or vehicle and run a support with an original creation. Any medium, any style, anything goes pretty much, as long as it celebrates your chosen champion. And, you know, it's within the terms of service and isn't AI generated. They do want you, if you're sort of posting on Twitter, to put the Star Citizen hashtag and the Ship Showdown hashtag. They want you to include the community logo as well where possible. I'll chuck the links to all of the details down below if you want to get involved with that. But you can make some form of art, like a macaroni picture. You can make some music, make something in game, or just do a little TED talk about why you love a ship. You can post on the Star Citizen Community Hub as well, so it's sort of just on the Community Hub and X as far as I am aware. Spin up a space shanty or a battle ballad, forge your fighter with plastic parts, paint or pixels, snap a sensational screenshot, make a music motion masterpiece, or throw together a triumphant trailer. Hell, build the ship for real if you're up for it. But the fight isn't just creative, it's real. Your in-game hustle matters. Flight and drive time, hauling, mining, salvage, and combat all contribute. Every minute spent in related gameplay activities helps fuel your champions push towards the top 16. So grab your vulture and salvage, load up your raft and haul, or take your favourite ride for a joy flight across Stanton. Pilot your favourite vehicle like the title depends on it, because it does. That said, don't rely on gameplay alone. Submissions will still carry major weight in the final tally. So yeah, some of the prizes you can also win from participating by submitting stuff on the Community Hub and X In fact, there's a load of RSI meteors with lifetime insurance available to 10 standout entries on the community hub and 5 on X. We've got until 8 PM on the 12th of August to get involved with that. So, some other stuff that we know, and going on to a bit more of the drama and nitty-gritty. We know the ship showdown divisions for Phase 2. So, basically, they will pick 2 ships from each of these categories from Phase 1 to go into Phase 2. So, of the 16, you will have 2 from the Heavy Duty Division, Industrial, Speed Demons Division, Racing, Run and Gun Division, Combat, Pathfinder Division, Exploration, Freighter Division, Transport, Alien Division, Alien Vehicles, Road Warrior Division, Ground Vehicles, and the Underdog Division, the Little Ones. So, only 2 vehicles from each of these divisions can move forward to the ultimate face-to-face. It says gun-to-gun battle for dominance as well after that, but I mean, some of these don't have weapons. Keep track of your favourites on our Spectrum leaderboards and take action to keep them in the running for a place in the final showdown. So that is something else they're doing differently. They're going to be updating us every so often with, oh, look how popular these ones are currently. So do you want to keep it as one of the ones that's popular, keep making more stuff, or, oh, you need a bit of a push to get this one into the top 16. As I said, the top sort of 8, the elite 8 that get whittled down from those 16 will be available to test fly for free from the 26th of August. I'm not sure if there's a full-on free fly event with that, but I suspect CIG will do one if they think the game is stable enough. Now, interestingly, what category do you think the ATLS, the little combat mech or little mech, fits into? Is it ground or little? What about the Idris? Well, there's no capital ship category, which might be a good idea in the future, but I suppose it's combat. Whoa. There's this that I've just seen. So, please note that the following vehicles are not eligible for voting. So these are not eligible to be voted on, or I suppose make it into the ship showdown. The Aegis Saber Raven, that makes sense. That is a promo ship, and there are other ships that use its hull, so cool. The Argo ATLS ICT, all of them, so that's the RAD version, the Geo version of the ICT, the combat version of the ATLS, because that is an in-game exclusive. The Greycat PTV, that's a little golf buggy, the Asperia Glaive, the Vandal Scythe. These are sort of super rare, limited alien ships, and they're using the old models. Yeah, I can understand that. The Consolidated Outland Mustang Omega, that's an AMD reskinned version of the Mustang racing ship, the Gamma. So this is interesting though. Also not eligible, the Aegis Idris. So that'll be the M and P, whatever. Now, CIG say, we understand that the Aegis Idris is beloved by the community. However, due to the performance impact of including it in the free fly event, should it advance to the Elite 8, the Idris will not be eligible for voting. That said, in recognition of its enduring popularity, the Idris will be made available for pledge during the Elite 8 free fly. Additional details will be provided closer to that time. So, it's so popular, CIG are saying, we'll sell it again. We'll sell it to you. Won't include it as a free fly. You can buy it with your money. How kind of you, CIG. Thank you very much. So yeah, I do understand that that can cause problems if they had it as part of the free fly, everyone being able to spawn Idrises, because when they were doing this with like 4.2 and there was a load of people just all over that Stormageddon event, over Stormbreaker, it was terrible. That like the performance was awful because there was like 24 Idrises just parked there. I do think it's funny that CIG have gone, haha, marketing, we'll just sell some more. Like they're on track this year to make a ridiculous amount of money. They are going to smash all previous records by a huge amount of money for sure. Like they're already 3 months ahead of where they were last year. So CIG went on to say, having secured the crown last year, the Anvil F8C Lightning continues to be a highly regarded fan favourite, while the F8C Lightning remains eligible for voting this year. Should it win again, no additional gold license event will be held. The The F8C Lightning will be made available with full pledge though, but only to accounts previously activated through past gold license events, as we continue to explore alternative options for its anticipated return at this year's Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. So that's interesting, right? So the gold license events, for people that don't know, basically they've previously run little events in game where you could find gold license in like boxes, in loot, on bodies of NPCs, and then you could hand them in to get a F8C Lightning for like 24 hours rent, and to actually be able to purchase one with real money. They also have these platinum licenses, which if you could get them back to a landing zone, you got given an F8C Lightning permanently. Be interesting to see what they want to do with the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, because obviously they want to sell the F8C more publicly if they can, because it will make them loads of money. But they don't want to overly degrade the sort of previous events they've done. They want them to feel special. So they'll do it in an interesting way that makes them go, haha, we haven't just given the green light for everyone to get them. You've still got to do a thing in game. Also, for those that are interested, got a sixth sense for the showdowns? Guess every head-to-head matchup right and vote flawlessly in Phase 2, and you'll walk away with the Nostradamus Spectrum badge, because you saw it coming all along. So, aren't people just going to wait to the final hour to vote for the most part if they want this badge? So obviously lots of people won't want this badge or won't be aware of it, but you'll be able to see the vote numbers, and if you vote in the last few minutes, you'll be able to vote for the winner every time. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a fun, silly thing, and yeah, it's not a huge thing to be able to exploit your way to get this silly little Spectrum badge, but it doesn't really feel in the spirit of things, does it? So yeah, I'm really interested to know your thoughts on the Idris Nodder being eligible for the Ship Showdown, as well as the ATLS ICTY. Obviously the other ATLSs are, but not the ICTYs, not that range. Yeah, what's your favourite ship? What do you think will win the Ship Showdown? What do you think will be in the sort of like top 8 or top 4? Yeah, I'm sort of interested if there's a difference between people's what they think will win versus what they want to win, because I think the ATLS, the Raft, the Polaris, things like that have got a very high chance of doing very, very well. Obviously, the F8C is very popular. The C1 Spirit is absolutely fantastic. My favourite ship in the game is the Mercury Star Runner. But what's yours? Also, links down below to NordVPN. You should get NordVPN because it'll make your life better, potentially. If you need a VPN, that is, and you won't. If you get one, go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, use the links below, get big discounts. It helps the channel out as well. Get yourself some VPN. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and July 2025 is no different. We're giving away a Prowler utility with lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package. All you need to jump into the game with a stealthy cargo ship. It's all you need to start your career as a hauler or maybe a pirate. Comment on any of our videos made during this month to be in for a chance of winning that. If you would like to further support the channel, consider becoming a channel member with the join button under the videos, or a Patreon. Links down below for that. And there's loads of other links that you can help support the channel with, from Game Glass to THRUSTMASTER, loads of products that you will potentially want for your Star Citizen experience. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you in the verse.